In 1994, I started working for a company called Avery Dennison that was located down in Quakertown. I started as an entry-level machine operator, working at the back end of a glue machine, where they made office labels, name tag labels, items such as that. And starting from the factory floor, I was able in a 10-year time frame to work my way from entry level to being the global director of talent development in the face of leadership development for a Fortune 300 company. I was responsible for executive coaching, executive recruiting, college recruiting, military recruiting, and overseeing all of the succession planning and development programming for Avery's talent pool. So as I was coming up through the Avery Dennison organization, I had an opportunity as a supervisor to become involved in a training initiative that they had for the company. And that training initiative took me out to Cleveland. I only agreed to go because I said, hey, it's a free trip out to Cleveland. I went out, and at the end of the week of the train-the-trainer session, the director of training for Avery's largest division, her name was Connie Wayne, she pulled me aside at the end of the week, and she said, David, you're not an operations guy. You're a human resources guy. At that point, I really had no understanding of what human resources was. I was just a guy trying to put food on the table. But Connie Wayne saw something in me that I didn't know even existed in me. And it was her mentorship and her guidance that helped me to make the transition out of operations into human resources. And what that taught me, and it's a critical lesson for our city, it's a critical lesson for our young people, is you can never underestimate what latent talent, skills, and ability lies within someone. Just because of the circumstances of their birth, just because of the environment that they come out of, it doesn't mean that greatness doesn't lie within them. What I learned from my experience in Avery is I had more on the inside of me to offer to the world than what my circumstances and my conditions would have suggested. When I was able to be put into an environment that could cultivate what was in me, I was able to flourish. And those 10 years that I spent with that organization and the investment that they made in me grew me as a professional and as an individual exponentially. And it taught me a valuable life lesson that I've held on to this day, and I share it whenever I engage young people. And that is, you are bigger than your circumstances, and there's more on the inside of you, a value that you have to offer than what it may appear from the outside. All you simply need is somebody to believe in you. And we live in a city where, again, we have thousands of young people who, because of the circumstances of their birth, because of the environment in which they're in, many of us are ready to write them off. But like myself, I believe there's latent talent, abilities, and skills in them that can help us make the city of Allentown and the region much better if we just believe in them and we just invest in them.